Well, my string beans are doing really well. They had nothing, what, a week or two ago when I filmed my last update. Now all of a sudden, seems like all my plants, my bean plants, they're only like a foot tall, have the string beans growing on. I don't see any real peppers yet. I just see a lot of flowers. But here we go. Here's my celery. It's gotten quite big. They're about, say, 18 inches tall. And I don't know what's going on with the spinach here. It's close to almost 3 feet. And they're really, I mean, it's starting to grow like wildfire here. I mean, look at this stalk. It looks like a broccoli stalk. Never mind spinach. Very leafy. I've had some of it. I've taken it in. I've cooked it, eaten it. It's delicious. Like I said, beans, peppers, and is the Ramapo tomato plant I put in the pot. This is the Rutgers tomato plant that I found in the backyard in my compost pile. That seems to be doing pretty well too. And here are my cucumbers in my cage. I'm training them up through the fence. They're coming out pretty well. See if we can zoom in a little and let the camera focus on. This is just one of many cucumbers on the plant itself. I think you can see it right about there. There's another one over there, a large flower coming off it right there. That's doing pretty well. And you may have noticed I removed the carrots from in front of my cucumbers so they wouldn't be taking away from the cucumbers. I want the cucumbers to come out well this year. Here are the carrots in the bucket, growing a little crazy. And here's my potted Ramapo tomatoes. They're not getting tall, but they're getting very bushy. There's like 4 plants in there, so I don't know how well that's going to do, but I keep putting my compost tea in there, so they should be okay. So far, this is like my pride and joy. These tomato plants are doing very well coming in. I have lots of tomatoes all over the plants. Some are the size you see right there. The rest are like cherry tomato size or a little bigger. And that's on all my plants. I have at least one large one and a bunch of little ones. You might be able to see on that last plant there. Yeah, maybe not. Give a chance to focus. If I can sit still for a little while. I see one right in the middle of the picture there. Anyway, they aren't really as tall as they normally get, but it's still early in the season. But if you take the older video of them and then you look at them now, you'll see how much they bushed out, and that's why I left so much room here between the other plants. Every year I always have a hard time getting in there to harvest. This year I won't have that problem. I have a lot of space. And here we are at my little nursery again, where I dropped some seeds in and they didn't come up, but I went to go plant something else in there, and I tilled the soil up and went to go plant something, and then noticed small tomato plants coming up about 2 weeks ago. And here we are, no longer tiny tomato plants. They're getting pretty big. And there's one in behind the maple too. My garlic seems to be doing pretty well now. A couple of the sprouts came up over here, and a second sprout right here. I don't remember putting one there. Maybe it's a second sprout from the same piece that's attached to this one. I'm not sure. My honeydew is starting to grow down. Like I said, I'm going to be training that to come down and underneath my second nursery here. The lettuce actually have small heads formed already. Very nice. This one, a little crazy, but I guess this is the best one right here. There's another one here, but I don't think this one's going to make it. It's not packed very tightly. And that's it for the lettuce. And here's again my rear tomatoes, my rear Rutgers plants. And don't know if you can see anything on it, but there are tomatoes on that one. There's one, actually a cluster, down inside here. We'll give it a few seconds to focus. Maybe you'll be able to see it. I don't think so. And of course my one neighbor is being real loud over there. You can hear her in the background. Normally she's really quiet, but she's hollering at to her mother about something, or her boyfriend. Anyway, we're resuming the wrong way again. I still haven't gotten used to this camera. So that's what they look like. Again, my cantaloupe in the back here, I want to train it to go this way towards my potatoes. And yeah, the potatoes plants are doing real well, but they're getting eaten by something. There were a few stems that died off. Maybe you can see that one down there in the middle of the picture. For some reason they die off. Could just be from wind knocking them over, but basically this potato plant, or potato patch, looks fairly healthy. So again, hopefully we'll get some really nice potatoes.